Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I have something different today. I'm not pouring any resin. We are going to make a silicone putty mold today. And I think it's gonna be so easy that I think this video is actually gonna be so fast. Like, you're not gonna know what to do with the rest of your day because you're not gonna be watching me. So today I have my scale because this is ratio 1:1 by weight. Working time is 3 minutes, so we need to be quick, and it cures in 15 to 20 minutes. And I've used this stuff before and it cures pretty darn hard very quickly. I do have, actually no, I'm not going to use a silicone. I was going to throw that in a silicone to cure, but then it's going to stick to silicone. Today I'll just use my parchment paper, because silicone will stick to silicone. I'm not going to test this one to see if it's any different. I have this stone turtle that I've had forever. I have all different sizes. I have 5 sizes, and this one is about this size. So I'm going to mix up enough putty to hopefully cast this little guy, and then we're going to use that cast and see if it worked. We're going to throw some resin in there and see if we can make ourselves a little turtle. If it works, I might just make all 5 of my sizes. They go from really tiny up to as big as my hand. So let's get started. I'm gonna use grams just because that's like everybody in the world can use grams. I don't know how much I'm going to use because actually I think I'm gonna use about half of this. I just wanna make sure it's big enough and I don't wanna do it twice. So I do weigh mine, so 72, let's just even it out to like 75. And more is better than less. Maybe I'm not gonna get 75. I like things perfect. I don't know if you guys can tell that. I'm gonna get either 76 or 74. So we're gonna go with 76. So I'm thinking, before I mix it all together, I'm hoping that if I double this, that will be enough. Maybe I better go a little bit more. I'd rather have more than not enough. I want it deep enough. So let's do 85. Okay, we're gonna do 90. That's what we're doing. We're doing 90. Oh, no, yep. Okay, 90 grams, that's what I'm going for. Okay, so we just want 90 grams of the white, and then we're gonna mix it for 3 minutes. All right, that's whatever that is, 92. We're just gonna go with it. Oh, look at that, I got it perfect. Okay, so we're gonna move all this stuff aside. We're gonna take our 2 putties and we're gonna just smash them together until it's a uniform color. All right, it's been a couple of minutes. I don't think it's been 3, but it's pretty uniform. I'm just gonna kind of shape it big enough for this guy to go in there. And I want to keep it as round as I can, or as small as I can where he'll still fit. And I hope it's deep enough, but we're gonna try. I'm just gonna take him and squash him down gently You want to make sure he's not going through the back. I probably could have mixed up a little bit more. I'm just going to kind of squish him up over around the tail, around his feet a little bit. And then we're going to just let it cure for 20 minutes or whatever it's going to take. I'll keep checking it. All right. When they say 3 minutes working time, that is no joke. You literally have 3 minutes, because what I decided to do was tear off a little piece from here and shove it in these two little spots just to fill it in. And I don't know that it's even going to stick together because it was 3 or 4 minutes after the fact, because this won't even go back together. So learn from my mistakes. Get it exactly where you want it in 3 minutes and then let it sit, because it has only been maybe 5 minutes and there's no way I can work with it right now. It's not completely cured, but it is not moving. So 3 minutes means 3 minutes.
Hey guys, I'm back. I don't have a clue what this thing is. Looks like a big blue booger. But hey, Shane here, so I'm opening it up. Well, maybe I ain't opening this thing up. Oh, something popped. Look, it's a little turtle.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm not doing nothing.
Did you?
No.
What did you do?
Listen to me, Linda. Linda, listen to me.
Wait.
No.
Oh my gosh, you broke it.
No.
What happened to him?
Well, I think that comes out.
Well, I didn't want it to come out.
Well, what part is that? What did I do? That
You
was...
guys, he infiltrates me.
That sounds so bad.
You don't even know what this is?
Well, that was the same. I didn't break it.
You broke it.
No, that was just the extra piece on there. That don't go. This just comes off too. Take this piece off.
No. I don't want that off. Okay, well, look, guys. I think it worked. Other than this piece that he broke.
Look, guys, I made a form.
You didn't even know what you were doing and you were messing with it.
Ooh, that's really soft.
I know.
Let's put a hole in there.
No. So I made this bottom a little too thin. But I don't have enough to remake this. Stop! Oh, gosh. Well, I think...
That's my cue. I'm going.
Oh, my gosh.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh, he's always infiltrating my phone when I'm not looking. Let's look and see if he did break that piece off right there. This one is pretty stuck. So, I don't know if that's going to, like, mess with my mold or not. So, it's got the little indentations from his shell, because they were on here. So let's mix up some resin and see what we got. Normally I measure all my molds with water, and I was so excited to fill this one I didn't measure it with water, so I'm guessing I mixed up 2 ounces. I'm using Let's Resin Fast Cure today, my favorite one of all of theirs, because it's so fast. So I think what I'm going to do, I was going to try these little pumpkins, being that fall's coming, but it doesn't sit perfectly up and down, and I like everything to be correct. So I decided to get out my little shells, little seashells. So I'm just going to dump some of these, because I don't want the whole thing seashells. I'm just going to dump some of them in his back. And I'm going to pour the clear resin into that. I don't want these big ones in there though. And then I'll just kind of mix up his back. And then I'm going to Maybe put a glitter for the rest of him. That should be enough. Either a glitter or mica powder for his head and his feet. So let's just, I'm sure I've mixed up too much. Way too much, probably. Such a little guy. I'm just gonna fill him up. And again, this is not for any reason. I'm just testing my mold. So it doesn't matter if there's bubbles in there this time, because there's going to be. This is a thicker resin, and I'm not giving it time to get the bubbles out. So let's see. I'm wondering how this is going to be right here, because this piece broke off on that side. So my resin is going to go up in there. I might have to trim that off when I'm done. I've got this heat gun here I'm going to try. Pop a few of them bubbles, see if that works. I just got that in today. So let me figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of him. I just got this diamond opalescent glitter in, so I'm going to use this one. We'll see how it looks. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm gonna mix a little bit of this one in because it's a little smaller, but it's still diamonds, same color, but it's a little smaller cut. And see what happens. Again, I'm not trying to design a beautiful turtle, I'm just testing my mold. My guess is the glitter is gonna sink into my turtle shell, so hopefully after all that trouble, I will still get to see the shells. My clear just went into his feet. So I have like an ounce. So this guy only holds like an ounce. All right, I'm gonna find something to do with the leftover. Actually, I've been pouring all my leftovers into this huge hand mold. So I'm kind of curious to see what this is gonna look like in like a month or so. All right, I will be back when this is cured. Are we ready to see how this turned out? I don't have high hopes for this side. He's gonna look like a starfish. So I'm wondering, once I demold him, if I take a new piece of the silicone and I stick it in there, if it would stick. I'm not sure. So this is a really, really hard silicone. And I do have trimming because it did leak over the edge. I should have brought that edge up a little bit higher. So I might remake this knowing what my mistakes are. And his little tail is in there, so I don't want to. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. And yeah, that piece came off with him. Okay. But if it would have stayed, I think it would have worked. Are we ready to see how much trimming I'm gonna have? Oh, he's not too bad. He's got a little pointy nose. Let me get that off. Oh, this is some hard. There we go. I'll worry about that later. Okay. Now he's not shiny. I noticed that. This is not obviously, well, it wasn't a shiny turtle to begin with. He was rock. So I guess I'm not surprised, but he looks like a turtle. I just need to drill this piece out. And now that I know what the mistakes are, I can just make a little new one and make sure within that working time of 3 minutes that I will get the silicone everywhere I need it. I'd have to look at the original guy. I don't know. I think I just cut his arm off where I shouldn't have. Alright, well, yeah, you get to see all my mistakes too. But that's how you make a mold. So all I can say is when you're making it, be very aware of all the bits and pieces, because this is the part that was right because you could see his shell, and this side was wrong. That's the part that came out. So I'm going to use my drill. I'll probably drill that out and maybe put like a clear coat over him. I'm going to have to now redo his little fin here and make it a little more symmetrical. But maybe I'll take some UV resin just to shine him up. But you can see the little marks in his back if I didn't have the shells in there. But all in all, that's how you make a little mold. I think it was fairly successful. Now you know what not to do and you know what to do. So go ahead and grab yourself some putty and go make yourself a little mold. I hope I inspired you guys today to make something new and different. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye. I'm so glad you didn't leave, you guys. I fixed the little stinker. I took this drill that I got super cheap off of Temu. This is what I use to drill out some jewelry if the holes get filled in. I used this and I drilled out his side right here. And I trimmed off the bottom edge that was a little bit sharp. And then I took my UV resin, my UV light, and I dripped UV resin all over him. And look, he's fixed. He's so cute now. He's shiny. He's all cured. It only took like 5 minutes to do all that work. You could see the iridescence in him. You can see the shells in him now. So he was salvageable. Isn't he adorable? Thanks for sticking around to watch him. I'm sure you are happy you did. All right, you guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.